All right, DeJohn Harris did not practice. Christian Tupou was very limited. Demetrius Wright didn't do very much. Matt Khalil did not practice. Andre Walker did not practice. Robert Woods did not practice. So obviously that's a lot of guys still out, unfortunately. We need guys to step up as they did today in practice, and who's ever out there's got to play a great game. So we'll load them all up and go up north.
How concerned are you about the defensive tackle situation, especially since that's such an important position against their offense?
Yeah, it is. And George played really well last week, in his first start as a freshman, and so did JR as a true freshman. But, obviously we'd like to have DeJohn back because of the rotation, especially, because obviously we want to get a bunch of guys in there and rotate them through. So hopefully he'll be back and at least be able to play some for us.
What was the thought process behind Woods not doing anything today?
He just, if you just look at the last two games and you look at yesterday in practice, he just, he's going the wrong direction. And so, if we just keep practicing, even though we've limited his practice, he's not getting better. And so, hopefully this will help. And if he can't go this week, at least the time off and the weekend off, hopefully he'll be back to close to full speed for UCLA.
Is that a possibility that he won't play
Sure
Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, if you watch it, watch him yesterday. We've got service team corners that he can't run by right now, and so he's just worn down. The kid's trying to do everything that he can, but when you have an ankle and a shoulder, you can't generate much power, and a lot of kids wouldn't even be playing right now. And he just keeps throwing himself back in there.
What exactly is the extent of the shoulder injury? You said last night on the TV show that it keeps coming in and out.
Yeah, it goes to no power. And if you watch the game close, it happens twice in the game. Two different hits on times Marquise has the ball, his arm just goes dead. And, like I said, most people would come out. He tries to go right back to the huddle and go in. That's just who he is. But at the same time, we got to protect our team. And if he can't play faster, we've got to play the other guys.
How does that affect how you formulate your game plan, call plays? I mean, he's such an integral part of the offense all season.
Yeah, there's no secret how it affects us. A guy who's caught over 90 balls, and you're losing him. But we need guys to step up, and so it's why these guys, practice hard all year long, and they'll get their chance. Last week Bryce Butler made a big play for us early, and the other guys need to step up.
With all the emphasis that you guys put on playing through injuries, you'd really hold him out. You'd really not play him in this game if he says he's ready to go. You'd say you're not playing.
We'd have to see what that means. He's going to say he's ready no matter what. He's always going to say that. But go back and look at look at Saturday's film. He shouldn't be playing in that game. And when you like to trust in them because they say they're fine and you say that they can go in, but that's just him being tough. We got to make sure that we're doing the best thing for the line.
With Oregon's backfield, do you focus on stopping them as a whole, or do you focus on maybe one of them and build out from there?
No, it's about their scheme. If you start worrying about the players and who's where and everything, you'll have no chance of lining up because they play so fast. You've got to get lined up based off of their scheme and where they're at, and then play your assignments regardless of who has the ball.
Why were LSU and Auburn so effective against the run again? Is it just their D-lines were that good?
Yeah, you're talking about last year, on that front seven Auburn. Now this year at LSU, I would think some people may, and I think I've heard it before. LSU may be the best defense ever. So that's a big deal. You go into Tuscaloosa and give up 3 or 6 points, whatever the score was. You're talking about a superior, not just a good defense this year, great defense of all time. So nothing against our defense, but you can't really compare anybody to that.